Hey, Mexican president, come get me, dude. I'll be in Puerto Vallarta tomorrow. They don't give a shit.
What if the cartel shows up anyway and you're like, wait, no, I was talking to the government. And they're like, yeah.
We are the government.
So in one of the biggest upsets kind of on the internet right now is the verdict on Johnny Somali's case in Korea. You know anything about that? You heard anything?
He got sentenced, right? Yeah, was it like jail time?
Yeah, but it's only 6 months. And prosecution was hoping for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they really did go pretty easy on him. Of course, all you guys know this dude's been a menace for how fucking long now. Everyone's so sick of him. Whole world just wants this guy to just be gone from the face of the planet. But yeah, the stuff that he did in Korea, amongst a bunch of other like stupid antics, I think the worst one was that he was like fucking around with the statue of like a comfort woman, which in the history of Korea was basically like a monument to some of those women who were forced to become concubines, or not even concubines, but just straight up, sex slaves, basically, by, Joe's people.
They're horny.
Which Joe hasn't apologized yet.
Nope, he should.
But yeah, so everyone was really hoping that, this would be a lot bigger of a thing, that, that he would get the full extent of the law. The 3 years sounded pretty good. That's enough to really hopefully change somebody. Or at least like show the rest of the world that, we're serious about people doing these nuisance streaming, which is what it's kind of called. People who make a career out of just annoying everyone in public. But yeah, 3 years was the goal. 6 months was the result. There's a lot of appeals that are kind of, I know they were talking on Side Scrollers, which I was watching there. This dude was talking about how they're going for an appeal to kind of get more jail time because they don't think that the 6 month verdict or sentencing was lawful, that they were required to give more jail time to this guy. So there is an appeal going on. But yeah, this guy's not going to learn his lesson.
What did this guy do again?
Besides the statue thing?
Yeah.
I think he first was harassing people in a train, and then he was like he kept saying Hiroshima to this girl, and then
yeah, he kept saying Hiroshima, Nagasaki at people,
and he kept getting slapped around Asia because he kept like annoying people.
That's how he kind of made national news, right?
Yeah, because he was just a huge nuisance streamer. He would travel around different countries, just annoying everybody, being really loud everywhere. Or he would like go into areas where you're not allowed to be, so he would get trespassing charge. He would like, I think he went to like a convenience store and like smashed something. Or he also at one point, what else did this dude do in Korea? One of the charges is that he created deep fake porn, which is illegal there, I guess. So he created deep fake porn out of something on somebody.
Was it one of the Overwatch girls?
Would you even need to make deep fake porn for that? So I mean, it was one of those things where it was a win that he got caught in Korea, because he basically went through Japan practically unscathed, which for some reason they didn't really, I don't know why he didn't get arrested there. Japan was just too fucking depressed to do anything about it.
He got beat up in Korea too.
Yeah, he got socked up in Korea, but again, like right before on the way to his court case, he was streaming saying he's not even gonna get a day in jail. This guy does not care. He's just a complete degenerate in every way. So I don't think he's got anybody in his corner. People, even his fans, want to see bad things happen as a result.
Oh, it's like that. You know what I mean? Well, it's evolved to that?
Well, it's a thing where like he's basically the heel of the world. So it's like if he, the more bad things that happen to him, the better his content does get for those people that enjoy it.
Totally. It's like bad reality TV.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not, nobody's going to come rescue this guy.
Do you guys know how long Vitaly did? Because it feels like he didn't do that long.
He didn't do that long.
He did over a year.
Over a year in the Philippines?
I believe it was 10 months or something like that. Or like, yeah, just about.
So Johnny Somali's, I feel like he's already been in prison for a minute, waiting for his trial or whatever.
A little bit, yeah.
And then, so he's going to do Korean jail.
Mm-hmm. It's also labor. It's with hard labor. So he's going to be doing something. He's not just going to be stewing.
It was 6 months, right?
6 months, yeah.
Koreans don't fuck around, too. like they'll probably beat his ass in jail and make him work and like.
That's all you can hope for now is like hopefully shit happens to him in prison so he doesn't come out and then he just, because so far every time he's gotten in trouble for anything, even in Japan, like with the little stints he's had, right after he goes back to doing it. Same like with Vitaly, I don't think people, or I guess it'll take a little bit for the justice system of any country to catch up to the idea that arresting streamers makes their content better. You know what I mean? Like you are helping these people every time you don't punish them beyond something that they can work with. You know what I mean?
But I feel like the Korean gangsters that like knew that he's like fucked around with comfort women would probably beat his ass. Whereas, like, I don't think Vitaly had the same treatment because I don't think he actually did something culturally fucked up where the whole country got mad.
He just like fucked with people like that cop
and a policeman or something, right? So, like, that's a little bit less than like, oh, you motherfucking did what to our statue? So it's like, okay.
But why didn't like him going around to elderly people on a Japanese train saying Hiroshima, Nagasaki? How did that not get Japanese people active? I don't understand.
They're just chill, man. I think they're just chill.
There was a guy that pulled up on him. I think someone slapped him or something, but like they didn't really go after him. Like I saw that Korean guy beat his ass.
I think to them, it's not that crazy. They're like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like to them, it's like, yeah, guess what? I heard stories about my uncle seeing fucking white light in the window, brother. You think saying Hiroshima, Nagasaki to my face makes me give a shit?
But like Japan, so they take so much care in, I guess, the peace of society that I thought like legally, like they would go get him and be like, bro, because they're so good, especially right now, they're doing so much campaigning over getting tourists to behave a specific way. Doesn't that reinforce tourists to fuck around if they don't get people that are doing it to that level?
Maybe when Johnny was doing it, it was like the beginning of everyone being like, what the fuck is wrong with these foreigners? Because I think a lot of them had no idea like how animalistic the rest of us are.
I think it had to become a thing to get attention.
And then they're like, oh, we need to get them out of here. Like in the beginning, I think they were blindsided, like, what's going on? These guys are fighting and like whatever. Yeah.
It's kind of happening here now too, because I saw Sneeko just got sucker punched.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he got beat up, yeah.
That was like yesterday. So he's just walking, doing the live stream thing, and then he just gets sucker punched by some cat.
But Sneeko's not classified as a nuisance streamer. Like he doesn't go around fucking.
No, but I can see how like someone doesn't like him.
Yeah, they had a personal thing on him. I just don't understand how countries don't capitalize the chance that they have, like Korea with Johnny Somali, probably the worst of these kinds.
I actually think if it was their own citizen, they would go 10 times harder.
That's interesting.
But like, if he's American, I don't know if he's American, right? But like,
I don't know if he has.
Not with a name like Johnny Somali.
He could be a U.S. citizen. Like he could be a Somalian. That's
his home. His home is America, though.
So then there might be diplomatic rules of like not being able to, but
Singapore don't follow that shit. They'll whack you if you fuck around out there.
Russia too. They didn't give a shit where you're from.
Maybe it's but Korea's an ally of America, right?
Yeah, because I think Indonesia doesn't play like if they caught some Australian coke smugglers and they just executed them.
I mean that's drugs, but like I guess this is such a new nuisance that it doesn't have a very like defined line of like here's how to handle it. But they had a good shot, man, because now people are gonna be like, that's it, fucking 6 months. I wonder if it's like for being the worst guy.
So like, let's say out there, like if you let's say you murder someone, right? Then you do 3 years. And then like Johnny Somali is fucking twerked on a statue and he does 3 years. Like that might be like, that won't be fair. Like maybe that's what they're gauging it off of.
Okay, yeah.
Like 6 months is the max that they could have done for what he's done, or like
that's the reasonable amount that a judge would issue.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Oh, that's true. Like we also don't know the justice system out there in terms of like, because what here, fucking judges have their own goddamn agenda, personally on their own, that will fulfill the needs of their career. You know what I mean? Maybe out there it's different.
So they have to do extracurricular shit to make sure, yeah.
But it pains me that it's like, that's it, man. 6 months.
And I also think like street justice is probably way better than like government justice.
Does that happen there though?
Oh, I mean, like people get fucked up. Yeah.
In jail?
No, I mean, like in Korea. Yeah, I mean, I think every country if you piss off the wrong people, they're gonna beat you up, right?
That's what I thought, dude. But this fool fucking made.
I don't think Norwegian jails. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, not Norwegian jail.
I think everyone's like, toodaloo.
I know.
Because I think it really hurt the image Japan wise when he went through all of Japan. Every time he got called out, he still fucked around the next day. And then everyone was always saying when he first got there, oh, you're gonna fuck around there, Yakuza's gonna get you. The Yakuza didn't really do shit, man.
I don't think they would get involved in petty stuff.
If you can predict it, they're not gonna do it.
But like that kind of killed that whole like sentiment.
How tough Japan is.
You know, like we always say that. Now you can't say that no more because some guy really did he really did go there and really did test it and really said, come at me, here's where I am. And this fool made it to another country right after.
Yeah, there were some guys that confronted him, but they didn't actually like fuck him up.
They were probably LARPing though. They're not triad guys.
Yeah, but that's not what we imagined the Yakuza to do. I thought they would just take him out.
No, they weren't. They were just regular guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just don't think the Yakuza would get involved in stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like attracting attention.
Because it's not messing with their money.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just annoying.
It's like telling the mob, it's like, hey, come at me, mob. I'm in Vegas. I'm here. I'll be at the fucking casino tonight. And then you just have a bunch of guys who play Magic the Gathering coming at you because like they think it's like, I want to get attention.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is in fucking Mexico, straight up famous influencers have done that and they've been murdered by the cartel.
I feel like the cartel's a whole different.
The cartel, I think, delivers, brother.
But that's fucking. They're not even culturally fucking around. All they're doing is saying, "Yeah, come at me, haha," and they just get wiped out, dude. It's insane.
We do no bits about the cartel here. We like them.
You're a pro cartel.
No bits, no bits.
But the cartel is like, so let's say you're in Mexico, right? And you're driving around. There are cartel checkpoints where like, and cartels running around with guns.
Oh yeah, and their government is compromised to where they are the fucking.
Whereas I think in Asia, the organized crime don't act openly like that.
Because they don't want to risk their businesses.
Mexico's the one place where you could be like, hey, Mexican government officials, come at me, bro. But you don't want to say it about the cartel.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Mexican president, come get me, dude. I'll be in Puerto Vallarta tomorrow. They don't give a shit.
What if the cartel shows up anyway and you're like, wait, no, I was talking to the government. And they're like, yeah.
We are the government.
Oops.
I think it's so different.
Yeah.
But I also think like he didn't go hard enough to like make people mad in Japan.
That's what I'm saying. It's pussy shit. Hiroshima, Nagasaki is. Come on.
Well, that was only one thing, but he went around. He went on every day of his life. He was there. He was fucking around.
I don't know. Let's say he went to like a shrine, like a historical monument, right? And he started jacking off or like fucking some shit up there. I think that would be the equivalent of comfort women like twerking.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. Because like comfort women twerking is like going to the Hiroshima like bomb site and then like doing a joke there at, you know, at one of the statues of someone died. I think that would be probably the same equivalent of like, but then like telling someone Hiroshima isn't the same as like.
I think that you pay him too much compliment to be like he offended the Japanese people. You know what I mean? Like he really, it's not clever what he did. It's just so fucking pedestrian.
He's just a little bug you can swat. Yeah.
And I also feel like Koreans are more like, just give me a reason to fight. I feel like they're more fighters. Like I think they're just more like, dude, I just want to fuck you up. Just give me a reason.
I just wish for the good of the, I guess like the internet culture, I wish they had like given him a harder sentence. Yeah. Just because that probably would have staved off a lot of, you know.
I think 6 months of hard labor for this cat is going to be enough, bro.
You think so?
I do.
But do you think he'll come out and like they capitalize on this or learn this lesson?
If he comes out and wilds out, I'll be genuinely shocked because I think 6 months of hard labor is no joke.
Because I'm saying like the same thing that happened like we just covered today, the Vitaly situation where he totally ruined some Indian guy's life. And they had him in the Philippines. If they had just kept him, like this dude could have been saved and maybe countless other people. And guess what? Now Vitaly's kicked off the platform for going too far. I feel like as long as this fool gets out in 6 months and has even the life force to turn his computer on, it's over.
Do you remember what Vitaly did
What do you mean, in the Philippines?
to get thrown in jail in the Philippines?
Yeah, he was fucking around some police officer's hat and he was basically just being fucking annoying everywhere he went. Yeah.
I just think that what he did was not fitting of the the punishment that he got, like a year.
I think his punishment was hard for what he did.
That's what I think.
Oh, you thought it was too much?
Yeah, like he grabbed the cop's hat, right, and then waved it around. I'm like, that's a whole year.
In America, you're out in 3 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but I think it's the fact that like it's not like it's a spur of the moment thing. It's like first degree, whatever that is, versus third degree. I just felt like doing it right then and there. It's more like it's a premeditated, I'm going to profit off the eyes that watch me do this to these people. I think that's a total different thing. And maybe the law will adjust and go like, oh, okay, if your business model is to do this, you should get a bigger punishment.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
'Cause you will do it after and before, and you would have, and you're just going to keep going.
Because you don't know, it's like a drug dealer when he gets out of jail. He doesn't know anything else to do. He's gonna drug deal.
And that's where I think we are with Johnny Somali is that like, it's not like he's going out having fun and then getting too turned. You know, no, this is his mission, and people are paying him to do crazy shit. Like you're working on a donation system.
So to fuck his future up in his bag, something should happen.
Yeah, or just to discourage like you know how like if the more incidents like what happened with Vitaly happened on Kick, the more Kick has to respond. The more Kick has to put regulations. Right now it's a fucking Wild West on that.
I just wish it was clever. Like if Johnny Somali was like on a subway with a bunch of Japanese people, or in China, right? And he's eating Panda Express, like orange chicken. He's like, ugh! He throws up in front of them, and he's like, "It's not authentic" or something. I'm like, at least have an angle, be something like clever about it. But what these guys do is just so not that.
And that's where like the streaming economy I think needs to fucking like I don't mean to be a pitchfork guy, but that's the whole reason is because they're running on the most non-clever brains. And that's their ticket in is because now there's a place for the dumb people to be killing it. You know what I mean? And that's what I don't like about Kick and like and nuisance streamers is that there is no cleverness and and that's the reason their audience doesn't want them to be clever. They want them to be. It's like peer pressuring your homie to do something dumb. It's that, but they'll fucking do it.
I dare you, bro. Hey, bro, go. We're on a cruise ship, jump in the water, and then they never see him again.
And I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't say that I had an age where I would have fucking eaten that content up. But, you know, there's still limits. And I think if you're fucking with actual society, especially in a foreign country, like, come on, man.
3 years is good.